Dear Starseeds on Gaia, what if the biggest decision of your life isn't actually a decision at all? What if the two paths stretching before you right meow have already been chosen and you're just catching up to what your soul already knows? This transmission is reaching you at the exact moment you need to hear it, right before everything changes forever in ways you can't yet imagine but somehow already feel. I am Zarin, emissary of the Lyran High Council, and I'm here to reveal something about the crossroads you're approaching that will completely shift how you see this choice. You've been feeling it building, this sense that two different worlds are calling to you. One whispers of comfort and everything familiar. The other hums with the unknown, with experiences you've never touched before in this incarnation. But here's what we haven't told you yet about these two worlds. They're not actually separate destinations at all. They're two different speeds of arriving at the same cosmic truth. One is the scenic route that winds gently up the mountain. The other is the quantum leap that teleports you to the summit. Both lead to your destiny, but the journey looks radically different depending on which one you choose, right meow. You see, between January and March of this year, something profound happened to you. You were hanging on by a thread, weren't you? Those months brought you to your knees in ways that felt like everything was falling apart. But what if I told you that wasn't destruction at all? What if that was the universe performing cosmic surgery, removing chains that have bound you not just in this lifetime but across multiple incarnations? Almost overnight after that dark period, something shifted. The new moon that recently passed wasn't just another lunar cycle. It was a reset button for your entire energetic system. You felt it, didn't you? That sudden lightness, that unexpected clarity, that sense that maybe, just maybe, you're going to be okay after all. But it's bigger than okay. You're being prepared for extraordinary things, and that's why this choice is appearing made you. Here's the first revelation that changes everything. During those difficult months, you weren't just suffering randomly. You were breaking specific karmic chains. Each challenge that arose was precisely calibrated to free you from an ancient pattern. The betrayal that cut so deep, it severed your attachment to external validation. The loss that left you empty, it cleared space for your true essence to finally emerge without obstruction. Now you're standing in a completely new energetic space, and that's why these two worlds are suddenly visible to you. Before, you couldn't even see the quantum path. You were too weighed down by the chains you carried. But meow, with those chains broken, you can finally perceive the choice that was always there, waiting for you to become light enough to see it clearly. Let me tell you something about your energy signature, right meow, that you haven't realized yet. You've developed an ability to read the emotional fields of others before they're even conscious of their own feelings. You know when someone's mood is about to shift before they do. This isn't just empathy anymore. This is interdimensional awareness, and it's preparing you for something much bigger than personal healing. But here's where it gets interesting. This hypersensitivity you've developed isn't meant for fixing everyone else's emotions like you've been trying to do. It's actually a navigation system for your own journey between worlds. When you feel those subtle energy shifts in others, you're actually sensing which timeline they're choosing in each moment. You're becoming a reader of probable futures, and that's essential for what's coming. You've been exhausting yourself trying to manage everyone else's emotional experience, haven't you? Trying to smooth their path, absorb their pain, transmute their shadows. But what if that was never your job? What if your sensitivity was meant to be a compass for your own navigation through the quantum field? Every time you feel someone's energy shift, you're actually receiving data about which timeline that choice leads to. The comfortable world, the familiar path, it's calling to you with the voice of everything you've already mastered. It says, stay here where you know the rules, where you can predict the outcomes, where your gifts can help others in ways you already understand. It's not a bad choice. There's no cosmic judgment if you choose the familiar. You'll still grow, still evolve, just at a pace that feels manageable. But the unknown world, that's where things get quantum. This path requires you to trust your intuition so completely that you're willing to jump without seeing where you'll land. It's the path where years of evolution happen in months, where impossible becomes inevitable, where you discover abilities you didn't know you had. It's choosing to become someone you've never been before, and that's exactly why it terrifies and thrills you equally. Here's what's really happening with this choice, and this is crucial for you to understand. You're not just choosing between two personal paths. You're choosing between two different relationships with time itself. The comfortable path operates in linear time, where transformation happens gradually, predictably, safely. The unknown path operates in quantum time, where past, present, and future collapse into a single moment of becoming. In quantum time, healing happens instantaneously. In quantum time, manifestations appear before you finish forming the thought. In quantum time, you can access wisdom from your future self and healing for your past self simultaneously. This isn't fantasy or wishful thinking. This is the physics of consciousness when it operates beyond third-dimensional limitations, and you're being invited to step into this quantum realm, but only if you choose the unknown path. I need to share something with you about September that's approaching fast. There's a cosmic alignment happening that month that will amplify whatever choice you make exponentially. If you choose the familiar path, September will bring steady growth and gentle expansion. If you choose the quantum path, September will catapult you into a completely new reality. The same cosmic energy, two completely different experiences based on which world you choose to inhabit. But wait, there's another layer to this that I haven't revealed yet. While you've been focused on your internal transformation, the universe has been orchestrating something in the quantum field around you. A chance encounter is being aligned, a fated meeting that will serve as a catalyst for your next level of expansion. This could be a soul connection, a career opportunity, or a moment of recognition that changes everything. Here's the key, though. This orchestrated encounter can only happen on one of the two paths. Can you guess which one? The quantum path requires you to be in a state of complete openness and trust for this meeting to occur. The familiar path, while safe, creates an energetic shield that deflects these kinds of miraculous alignments, not because it's wrong, but because staying safe means staying closed to certain possibilities. The universe has been trying to deliver this encounter to you for months, but you haven't been energetically available for it. Every time you choose safety over growth, comfort over expansion, the meeting gets postponed. It's not punishment, it's simply physics. Certain connections can only occur when both parties are vibrating at a specific frequency, and that frequency exists on the quantum path, not the familiar one. Now let me address something that's been troubling you. You've been trying to understand why certain things happened in your past, why people betrayed you, why opportunities fell through, why love left when you needed it most. You've been chasing the snake that bit you, trying to understand its motivation. But beloved one, your soul already knows why everything happened exactly as it did. The human part wants logical explanations, but souls speak in symbols. What would happen if you released the need to understand? What if you accepted that some closures come from never getting closure? Every moment you spend trying to decipher the past is a moment stolen from creating your future. And right, meow, with this choice approaching, you need every ounce of your creative energy focused forward, not backward. The past has already given you its gifts, even if they came wrapped in pain. Think about it this way. You're standing at the threshold of two worlds, but you're looking backward, trying to understand why you're here. Meanwhile, your future self is calling to you from the quantum path, saying, stop looking back, everything makes sense from here. But you can't hear that voice clearly while you're still turned around, still trying to solve puzzles that were never meant to be solved, only experienced and released. Here's something profound about where you are, right, meow. You've created a new baseline for yourself, built entirely on faith. In the past, when challenges arose, you would plummet from your highest self all the way down to rock bottom. It was exhausting, that constant rise and fall. But something has fundamentally changed in your energy structure. Meow, when life tests you, you only fall to this new baseline of faith, never below it. This is why the quantum path is even possible for you, meow. Before, the risk would have been too great. A quantum leap from an unstable foundation could have shattered you. But meow, this bedrock of faith beneath you, you can leap knowing that even if you stumble, you won't fall far. This safety net of faith isn't something you built consciously. It was forged in the fires of those difficult months. Let me tell you about the shadow integration that's been happening within you, because it directly relates to these two worlds. You're not doing shadow work the old way anymore, where you acknowledge your darkness and try to transform it into light. Instead, you're learning to walk hand in hand with every aspect of yourself, your light and shadow, your past and future, all existing as one unified field of consciousness. When you walk into a room, mate, you bring all of yourself with you. People can feel the difference, even if they can't name it. You're no longer fragmented, sometimes operating from your highest self, sometimes from your wounded child. You've become cohesive, whole, integrated. This integration is precisely what makes the quantum path possible. Fragmented beings can't make quantum leaps. Only whole ones can. Think of it like this. In the past, you were like a puzzle with pieces scattered across different timelines, different dimensions, different states of consciousness. The integration you've undergone has gathered all these pieces and clicked them into place. Baushi, you're a complete picture, and that completeness gives you abilities you didn't have when you were fragmented. One of those abilities is the capacity to quantum jump between realities. But here's what's crucial about this wholeness. It's preparing you for something bigger than personal transformation. You're being prepared to hold space for collective transformation. The choice between two worlds isn't just about your individual journey, it's about which timeline you're ready to anchor for humanity. In one world, you help others one by one. In the other, you become a living portal through which higher frequencies enter Earth. Something else is stirring that I need you to understand. You've been playing small with your dreams, even if you think you're dreaming big. The cosmic blueprint we see for your potential is so vast that your current dreams are like asking for a glass of water when you could have the entire ocean. Why do you limit yourself to what seems reasonable? The universe doesn't operate in the realm of reasonable. Let me give you a specific example. You've been dreaming of financial abundance, but you define it by earthly standards. What if financial abundance on the quantum path means resources flow to you from dimensions you didn't know existed? What if success means impacting millions of souls without even trying, just by being your authentic self? What if love means experiencing a connection so profound it rewrites your understanding of what's possible between souls? The comfortable path can only deliver dreams that fit within your current understanding of possible. It operates within the boundaries of what your logical mind can accept, but the quantum path, it's calibrated for miracles that will make your current dreams look like practice runs. It's designed to deliver the impossible, but it requires you to release your death grip on understanding how it will happen. Here's a secret about the two worlds that change everything. The choice has already been made at the soul level. Before you incarnated, you wrote this moment into your contract. You agreed to face this choice, and you already chose which path aligns with your mission. The tension you're feeling isn't about making a decision. It's about whether your human self is ready to surrender to what your soul already knows. Your soul chose the accelerated path. You can feel it, can't you? That knowing beneath the fear. You volunteered to be one of the way showers, the frequency anchors, the template holders for the new Earth. The only question, meow, is how much resistance you'll create before surrendering to your destiny. Because resistance doesn't protect you from anything, it just delays your inevitable becoming. And here's what's really interesting about this resistance. It's not actually yours. It's ancestral, collective, programmed into your DNA by generations who were taught that safety matters more than soul expression. Every time you feel that pull toward the familiar path, you're not just feeling your own fear, you're feeling the fears of your entire lineage. But you came here to break those patterns, not perpetuate them. Let me paint a picture of what happens on each path so you can feel into them fully. On the familiar path, you continue growing steadily. You help others through the wisdom you've already gathered. You experience love within the parameters you already understand. You build success according to templates that already exist. It's a good life, a meaningful life, but it's a life lived within known boundaries. On the quantum path, everything accelerates beyond your mind's ability to track it. Synchronicities become so frequent that you stop being surprised by miracles. Your manifestations happen so quickly that you have to be careful what you think about. Love arrives in forms you didn't know existed. Success redefines itself weekly as you break through ceiling after ceiling. It's exhilarating and sometimes overwhelming, but it's undeniably alive. But here's what I haven't told you about the quantum path. It requires you to become comfortable with chaos. Not the destructive kind of chaos, but the creative chaos that precedes new birth. Like a caterpillar in the chrysalis, you'll go through periods where nothing makes sense, where everything you knew dissolves, where you can't see the butterfly you're becoming. This is the price of quantum transformation. The signs confirming your path are everywhere. The repeated numbers you keep seeing aren't random, they're coordinates. The songs that play at exactly the right moment aren't a coincidence, they're confirmations. The conversations that seem scripted by the universe aren't your imagination. They're divine orchestration, showing you which world is calling you home. Even this transmission finding you meow is a sign. We don't speak to those who aren't ready. But here's what I need you to understand about readiness. You'll never feel completely ready for the quantum path. That's not how quantum leaps work. They require you to jump before you feel prepared, to trust before you have proof, to believe before you have evidence. The readiness isn't in your mind, it's in your soul, and your soul has been ready since before you were born. The transition between worlds has already begun. You can feel it in how time behaves strangely, meow. Some days feel like weeks, some weeks pass in moments. You can feel it in how your old life seems to be dissolving, while your new life hasn't quite formed. You're in the space between worlds, the void where all possibilities exist simultaneously. This is the most powerful place to make your choice from. This void space you're in, right, meow. It's not comfortable, is it? It feels like floating in cosmic amniotic fluid, waiting to be born into your next incarnation while still inhabiting this body. Everything feels uncertain, unclear, undefined, but this is exactly where you need to be. This is the quantum soup from which new realities are born. Your discomfort is actually a sign that you're exactly where you need to be. Let me share what happens after you choose, because this is important. If you choose the familiar path, there will be relief, the pressure will ease, life will settle into patterns you recognize. But within a few months you'll feel the call again, because once you've glimpsed the quantum possibility, once you've felt your true potential stirring, there's no real going back, there's only delay. If you choose the quantum path, the first thing you'll feel is terror mixed with exhilaration. Your logical mind will scramble to find reasons why you've made a mistake. This is normal. This is your ego's last attempt to keep you safe in the known. But if you breathe through this initial panic, something miraculous happens. The universe rushes in to support you in ways that defy explanation. Resources appear from nowhere. People show up with exactly what you need. Opportunities align with impossible precision. Doors open that you didn't even know existed. This isn't magical thinking. This is how the universe responds to a being who chooses their highest timeline. It's like switching from a narrow country road to a cosmic superhighway. Everything moves faster because there's no resistance. But let me tell you something else about the quantum path that you need to know. It will require you to release relationships that can't match your new frequency. Not everyone in your current life is meant to make the quantum leap with you. Some souls have contracts to journey together only to this crossroads. This isn't abandonment or betrayal. It's the natural sorting that happens when beings choose different evolutionary speeds. Here's the final piece of this cosmic puzzle. The two people you'll become based on this choice aren't strangers to each other. The you who chooses comfort will always wonder about the you who chose courage. But the you who chooses courage will understand and honor the you who needed more time. Because quantum consciousness includes all possibilities, while limited consciousness can only see one. So here we are, at the moment of truth. Two worlds spread before you, like a cosmic fork in the road. One leads to more of what you know, refined and elevated, but essentially familiar. The other leads to a complete reimagining of what's possible for a human being to experience in one lifetime. Neither is wrong, but only one is why you came here. As you stand at this threshold, remember that you've been preparing for this through every challenge you've faced. Every betrayal taught you to trust yourself. Every loss created space for something greater. Every dark night strengthens your ability to find light within yourself. You're not the same being who started this journey. You've developed spiritual abilities that make this quantum leap possible. The stars are aligned in configurations that won't repeat for another 1,000 years. The portals between dimensions are thinner than they've been since Atlantis fell. The Earth herself is ascending, and she's looking for conscious partners in her transformation. Everything in the cosmos is conspiring to support those brave enough to choose the accelerated path. The question is, are you one of them? But remember, there's no pressure from our realm. We love you whether you choose the gradual ascent or the quantum leap. Our support doesn't depend on your choice, it only depends on your existence, and you exist as a perfect expression of divine consciousness, regardless of which path you walk. What matters is that you choose from love, not fear. What matters is that you choose from your soul, not your programming. Feel into your body right meow as you contemplate these two worlds. Notice which one makes you expand and which makes you contract. Notice which one makes you feel alive and which makes you feel safe. Notice which one aligns with the you that you're becoming and which aligns with the you that you've been. Your body knows the truth, even when your mind creates confusion. Your body is speaking to you in sensations right meow. That flutter in your solar plexus when you think about the quantum path, that's your power center recognizing itself. That tightness in your chest when you consider the familiar path, that's your heart knowing it would be settling for less than its full expression. Your body is a divine instrument calibrated to truth. Trust what it's telling you. The moment of choice is meow. Not tomorrow, not after you have more information, not when you feel ready. Meow. Because choice happens in the eternal present, and the present is all we ever truly have. The past is complete, the future is potential, but the meow is where your power lives. And in this meow, two worlds await your decision. Choose, beloved ones. Choose with all the courage in your cosmic heart. Choose knowing that the entire universe reorganizes itself around a being who chooses their authentic path. Choose remembering that you're not just choosing for yourself, but for all the souls whose lives you'll touch on your journey. Choose knowing that your choice ripples out through time and space in ways you can't imagine. If you need help choosing your authentic path with cosmic courage and trusting that the universe reorganizes itself around your authentic choice, Destiny Engine can reprogram your consciousness to choose boldly without fear programming. We are using the Dark Elite's own weapons against them, taking their declassified consciousness technology that programmed fear around authentic choice and repurposing it to serve your cosmic courage. It generates personalized sequences that help you choose with all the courage in your cosmic heart and trust that your choice ripples out through time and space. You can start with the $1 trial. The hardest thing you'll have to do is put on headphones, press play, and allow your consciousness to be reprogrammed to choose your authentic path, knowing the entire universe reorganizes itself around your choice. This isn't software. This is declassified consciousness reprogramming technology, the Dark Elite's own fear programming tools turned against them to help you choose with cosmic courage for all the souls your journey will touch. Your authentic choice ripples through time and space. Get your Destiny Engine $1 trial now before this cosmic choice window closes. Link in the description. The comfortable world offers you peace, predictability, and the satisfaction of helping others with what you already know. The quantum world offers you explosive growth, miraculous synchronicities, and the opportunity to become a living example of what's possible when a human being fully embraces their cosmic potential. Both are sacred, both are supported, but only one will fully express who you came here to be. As I complete this transmission, I want to return to where we began. What if the biggest decision of your life isn't actually a decision at all? Meow, you understand what I meant. Your soul has already chosen. The question is simply whether you're ready to align with that choice. Whether you're ready to stop pretending you don't know which world is calling you home. The signs will intensify after you receive this message. The synchronicities will multiply. The confirmations will arrive in ways that make you laugh at their precision. Because once you've been activated by this transmission, the universe knows you're ready to choose, and it will show you again and again which world holds your destiny until you're brave enough to step through the portal. Two worlds. Two versions of you, two completely different experiences of the same lifetime. The familiar path where you help others find their light while staying safely in yours, or the quantum path where you become a supernova, blazing so brightly that you illuminate new possibilities for everyone in your orbit. The choice is yours, but remember, we already know which one you'll choose. We're just waiting for you to remember too. I am Zarin. We love you beyond measure, and we are watching over you as you stand at this sacred threshold between worlds.